What's up and welcome to our preview, our EGX Rezzed 2019 preview of No Straight Roads. A game that, if I'm being completely honest about, I didn't know a ton about going into the show, but I saw it on the list that EGX put out, or EGX Rezzed put out, was instantly intrigued by it, and then actually going to the show, seeing it in action, I was like, okay, I need to get my hands on this game. And helping me get through this preview, or get another person from the team that played the game, is Tom from @Insanity.
Yeah, so the main thing we'd really heard was who had made it, wasn't it? It was
yeah.
There were some devs that were involved in Final Fantasy, some other bits.
Final Fantasy 15.
15 specifically.
There was basically a trio of AAA devs who had come together and created a game that, we'll get into more detail about this, but they wanted to make a game that heavily influenced around music and used rhythm mechanics, but really isn't a strict rhythm game. And they basically didn't want you to be punished for missing that note on the rhythm game. They want you to kind of explore the world, have fun, but a game that followed along with rhythm.
It sounds like they'd witnessed how a lot of rhythm games are pure, you get the song right or you die. There's a lot of stuff like your Beat Sabers and the Thump, the one where you the little car on
Thumper.
Thumper,
Yeah, well, that was one of their favourite games, because we spoke to them at the beginning.
Yeah, we'd said.
And one of their first questions was, what's one of your favourite?
What rhythm games?
What's your favourite rhythm game? And I instantly turned around and said, well, Rock Band 2, because I was in the Alps when Rock Band 2 came out, and pubs got rid of karaoke and brought Rock Band 2 in, so you'd go there and be like, wow, we're playing as a band thingy. But they said Thumper. A lot of them said Thumper, actually, because it was intense and that.
But they didn't want it to be as, like...
No, it didn't. So we sat down, we played two different demos. Now, the gameplay we're seeing now is from the demo you played.
The classical level.
The classical one, yeah. There's a classical one and a disco. I played the disco, which is, well, the whole game, just to kind of give you a little bit background on the game. The game is set in a world where EDM has taken over. And you're playing as two heroes of rock who are looking to kind of take back the world of music and bring rock back to its former glory and take over what EDM has now created.
Yeah.
There's 5 stages, I believe they said, that we're going to play through.
I think they mentioned 8 bosses.
Oh, 8 bosses. Okay.
Bearing in mind these guys were... The 2 guys we were talking to were Japanese, and there may have been some language barrier going on, because a lot of information seems to have changed from each person. Yeah, so
we only played 2. We played the... I played the first opening boss, which was disco, which was cool.
Yeah.
But we're going to mostly go through the classical boss today, because that's what you guys are sitting. So what's happening on
the one that I played.
Yes, what's happening on screen right now? You're seeing the young mother.
It's the cutscene they show at the start, which gives you a lot of, like... It gives you the theme for the level, what's actually going on here, who is this character, and why are they playing classical music. And it's this whole idea of a daughter who's got her mother forcing her dreams onto her child and going, you will play classical music, you will love classical music, this will be you. And you see it a lot in the boss fight as well. There's never a point where you attack the child, you're always attacking the mother. It's the mother's health bar. She's the one doing the classical music through her child.
Nice.
It's very obvious thematically that there's a good story going on there with the character. Yep. This is the bomb drop bit the dev was talking about.
They nerfed it, didn't they?
Yeah. So this is supposed to be the 4th boss in the game, and they were saying they had to nerf it a lot because a lot of people weren't picking up on the rhythm aspect of the game.
Yeah,
So in the background with those bombs, it was the bass kick, so it went dum, 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 dum. And the second bass kick was the explosion, so dum was it dropping, and the second was the explosion.
Yeah, well, the boss I played was on a circular map where you kind of ran around the boss.
Yeah.
And you saw kind of what roads, for lack of a better word,
like a DJ
they could spin around. Yeah, basically a DJ. That's what it was. It was you were on a big vinyl that it was DJing, and you could see what parts of the track was going to spin around, and you had to dodge. But as it went on, now I will be honest, what I played on was, I didn't have headphones, it was an open speaker. So it's very hard to hear the beat of the music.
Yeah.
But when
it'd be really nice to play
when I could pick it up, the beat of the music, the final part of the boss I had was, you're taught that purple notes are the only notes that can be parried. and he's throwing these purple notes at you, but he's throwing them perfectly on the every first beat
Bearing
of
in
a
mind,
4/4
the purple notes
bar.
stay there and then come at you instantly
Yes.
when the note hits.
So they stay there, so
have
you can
to know
see
the
them.
music because it
You
flies
can,
out
yeah,
as
so you
the
can
note
see them,
plays.
and then they were coming, and I was managing to parry them, and you get this nice effect when it parries, and it feels
Nice
good
and
because
satisfying.
you can count in your head 1, 2, 3, parry, 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
same thing I was
parry,
doing
1,
with the
2,
bombs.
3,
I was
parry.
listening to the bass and
Yeah.
going dum, dodge,
And that's
dum,
it,
dodge.
and in that ways it's rhythm. Now, I will be honest, it didn't lean into the rhythm element as much as I felt it could have. But then that might change from something they told you about
Yeah,
difficulties.
they talked to me a lot about difficulty and how this is very much to keep it accessible for the people who haven't played the rhythm games before. But it's looking like what they're looking into is having it in a kind of Devil May Cry style, I'd say, where you complete that difficulty and you open a harder version of that song, let's say. So as the song gets harder, you're going to have to know the song better and actually have it memorized and remember the beats. They were talking about experimenting with the idea of there's a point where all the notes end up purple, so if you don't know the notes anymore, that's going to hit you really fast and hard, because you're going to have to be like parrying to the beat. I'd assume at that point you'll actually be swinging your attack to parry those to the beat of the music.
Yeah.
Which sounds awesome to me. I want to play that version because that sounds great.
Definitely. So I suppose we spoke about a lot about the dodging and the way that the rhythm goes, but the actual combat, the way it works is kind of, it's almost classic.
It's very hack and slashy.
Yeah, hack and but
Like,
there's a
the thing
few
I compare
elements
most
to
to
it.
is Lollipop Chainsaw in a
See,
weird
I've not
way.
played Lollipop Chainsaw.
See, Lollipop Chainsaw actually had a very similar theme where all the bosses were musicians, and you thought their music was their attacks. So thematically, there's actually quite a lot of similarities.
Ah, okay.
But
makes
your
sense.
combat again is very simple. It's hack and slashy slash.
I mean, you have the ability as the heroes
transform the
to hold down. We were playing on PlayStation. You held down triangle, and you played like a little AOE effect. And if you were near some kind of object, it would turn it into a turret. If you were playing as a woman,
stage lights.
that was it. It's stage
They
lights.
had as the object.
And if you played, you can see them on screen now. If you played as the woman, it turned it into a turret. If you played as the guy, it turned it into.
It was a fan that sucked in the notes and turned them into the ones you could fire back, because you collected ammo for the notes and shit.
And that's where you do it. So by destroying items of the world, you pick up objects that you can then shoot off as these kind of missile projectiles
so you kind
at
of
the
turn their
boss.
music into your own.
That's the idea of it, yeah. So there's. Looking at the trailer now, it looks like there is a lot going on, and there is a lot going on.
This is what it's talking about.
In
like
terms
the mother
of
drags you and her child into
nice.
her own world, and all her attacks become like enclosing you and pulling you in, and smashing you.
They definitely, like you've as you've
control.
mentioned,
She takes control completely. The daughter never attacks at all. It's always her.
it is the mum.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, the thematic theme of the theme of the boss designs fits in well with what they're trying to, almost as a narrative, isn't it? It's kind of giving you that story through the boss
It's
designs.
a really good sign, because this is a boss rush game. Is what we've heard. It's so
5 or 8 bosses. We're yet to be confirmed.
Seeing 2 bosses and going, yeah, those were both great fun, interesting, clearly
Look
had
different,
a narrative,
played
visually.
differently.
I love the art in this game. I love how it looks visually. It pops. It's colourful. The characters are nice. The enemies, the bosses look cool.
Yeah, they do. And I'm guessing each boss is going to have a different genre of music. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to go.
Like. If they're going, oh, it's disco and classical to introduce their bosses, then probably.
Well, as Dan said, and a comment I didn't know, Dan was speaking to the devs about this, but Dan said that he was talking to him about the first boss is EDM, because the reason he's got such a big head is because he's so self-obsessed with himself in the world, and that's kind of the way it's done. Yeah, he sucked all the planets in because he is the centre of the universe and things like that.
Self-importance is his theme.
Yeah, but no, that's it, guys. Honestly, it's a game definitely to look out for. We're looking forward to playing more of it.
Definitely want to play it.
Definitely going to look forward to playing more of it, and to keep us updated, more indie game content, including previews, reviews, a podcast. Make sure you subscribe to Incredible, and we're going to have a ton of indie game previews from EGX Rezzed coming up over the next couple of days, so make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with that. Until next time, guys, thanks for stopping by. You can find me at What's Up Woody over on Twitter, and you can find Tom at Insanity, and also Tom, you stream art, don't you?
Yes, I do indeed. I draw lots of weird things. Recently I drew this weird grey ninja thing.
It was cool.
Yeah, people seem to like it, so that's good. I've been doing a lot of animating recently.
Nice.
Lewis has helped with that, so
Yep. No.
over on my channel to see more of weird art, and maybe sometimes I'll play video games.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. Until next time,
Madness.
adios.